Gold jacket, green jacket, who gives a shit?
Hello? All right, we're back at the C.O.C City the Champions podcast, Masters Edition. It's been an exciting week for Masters Week. Starting off Monday was, the practice round, and then Tuesday also the practice round. And Part 3 contest was sadly canceled due to the rain. But going into Thursday, it was pretty tough out there, and very windy, cloudy, tough scores, a lot of high numbers. So, Mike, let's get into it. Let's get into the tournament.
Yeah.
So, Mike, let's start off with Thursday. So, what do you think of the first round?
So the first round, like you said, it was very, very windy, very rainy, very wet out, very high scores. It was pretty brutal, but they got it done. Obviously, Charlie Hoffman did amazing. He was killing it.
Yeah, he was 7 under the first round.
McGirt was 3. You thought when he finished he was good, but no.
No, and then yesterday Friday he was still up there and he was doing pretty well. Still up there in the numbers, but Charlie Hoffman obviously choked on Sunday and
got his autograph.
Yeah, we both have his autograph, actually. I don't know where that
From
is.
the Deutsche Bank.
From the
no,
Deutsche
I lost
Bank.
that hat.
So,
and Anthony Kim, too, potty animal.
yeah. So what did you think of the first 2 days, Friday and Saturday?
Well, that guy, Will McGirt, said that he loved those conditions because those are the ones that he practiced in. So he favored those conditions that day, and he took advantage. I mean, he was great. I mean, him and Hoffman were both great the first 2 days, and Charlie slowed down Saturday, and then today he showed up a little bit, but couldn't get it done, But Ricky, I first and foremost, I have to apologize to you, Dan, because I said that Ricky wouldn't even make the cut, and he did way more than that.
He did make the cut, and
I was proud of him.
He was like top 4 coming into Sunday, and like we all said, he got the jitters on Sunday, and
him and Spieth did today. It was weird to see.
They
both playing together too, good buddies.
And they ended up with both 1 under par, but that's still up there, and they're still still staying strong. It's the beginning of golf season, and you can't get any better than this.
Great golf course, beautiful golf course.
But we are disappointed on the final results. We just finished watching the playoff round between Justin Rose and, sadly, Sergio Garcia, who we despise. We can't stand Sergio Garcia, but good for him. Won a green first major in 15 years. He became a pro.
More.
He became a pro in 1997, I believe.
Yeah, so almost 20 years.
So we were like 7 years old around then.
Jesus.
Yeah, so finally got a major in his resume, and
it's the Masters. You can't. This is the most coveted winning.
Talented golfer. So what do you say coming out of it? This is going to be a rough episode.
Yeah. So for me, and Danny as well, you all know that he skipped over us giving autographs way back when in the Deutsche Bank when we both went, and just right over us too. And then he kept on signing. So ever since then, me and him have had this dislike, and
we have beef.
Yeah, we got beef with him.
We have big beef with him.
But when I thought he would fall today, he actually stuck with it, getting that eagle. That was huge, obviously, and then just winning in that playoff hole, that was great. Justin Rose hit a terrible tee shot, but Sergio stuck with it, got it done. I'm disappointed on one end, but I'm really happy on the other because he finally got his first major, and it was a great sight to see. He was so happy, so happy.
When he had like, what was it, like a 10-foot putt or something on the 17th hole, you were like, yes! And I was
it was the eagle.
I was so mad at you about that.
No, it was the eagle, and it was a good putt. You got to give credit when credit's due. I hate him, but that was a good putt.
All right.
I'm sorry.
All right, you got a little too excited.
I had for the first time on the show, Dan, I already admitted for the first time on record that I was wrong about something, all right? Let's not push it.
Yeah, so I was disgusted with that. I couldn't stand it.
Awful.
But so yeah, the Masters started Thursday. Actually, I didn't watch it live, but Did you catch this opening ceremony? It was very, very emotional
Yes.
this year.
So I downloaded the Masters app, got it done, and
we all do.
They had that ceremony on there, and I clicked on it. It was very touching, and I shed a tear. I won't lie, Arnie, I miss you. It was great.
I obviously it's kind of embarrassing to say, but I did cry. Long live the king.
No, he's the man.
He wasn't there this season, and he's up there in spirit. And I was so like emotional
when you see Gary Player crying and Jack Nicklaus
when
crying.
Jack Nicklaus
Jesus.
held his cap high, just said, and like,
this is
to the
you,
king,
bud.
to the king, it was just so emotional. They showed Ricky Fowler getting emotional too.
Yep.
I don't know if you saw that.
No, I saw it.
But it was all around a great. Masters is always exciting, beautiful course.
Best tournament of the year.
There's nothing like it. Also, remember that hole in one with Matt Kuchar?
Matt Kuchar. Cooch getting it done, dude.
Yeah,
he's the man.
Always
love Matt Kuchar.
Yeah, everyone loves Matt Kuchar. What do you think of? He stayed strong throughout the weekend.
So Dan, like I said on the last time I was here, I told you the old guys were making it to the weekend, right? So I got a little list here for you. Here's some of the old guys that made it.
You did some mental notes.
Yeah, I did.
I'm very proud of you. You did your homework.
So we had obviously Fred Couples, who was almost 60 years old,
Freddie
getting
Boom
it
Boom.
done, dude.
Freddie Boom Boom Couples.
Killing it till the weekend, and then he faded away today, but it's all right. So I got him. Obviously, Phil Mickelson didn't do so good today. Sergio,
Lefty.
who won. Adam Scott, Charlie Hoffman, Matt Kuchar, Paul Casey, Justin Rose. All these guys have been on tour for at least 10-plus years, and it's not their first time at the Masters, and they got it done. They got to the weekend. They did their job. It was tough conditions. I mean, you had to play. I thought Charlie Hoffman had it, but he choked. But it's not his fault. He made it to the weekend at least.
I think he chokes when it comes to the weekend.
Hey, I mean, what can you do? That green glove's ugly as anything.
Well, what about
it out?
What about the green jacket?
Well, the green jacket's beautiful, but the green glove and the green hat, you got to change it up, Charlie.
Well, I thought. Imagine Charlie Hoffman wearing the green jacket, the green
That mullet
glove,
is sweet.
the mullet. Did you see on Instagram the comparison of when he had the flow going and then the guy from Dumb and Dumber did?
Jeff Daniels.
Jeff
Well,
Daniels.
it's like me. It's like looking at me when I had my long hair and Happy Gilmore's caddy. You all know that.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, he ain't ashamed.
I put on Instagram that Shooter McGavin was going to get the green jacket this year.
He might as well have. He would have been better than Sergio. I still hate it.
Oh,
Still hate it.
It's so disgusting.
Sucks.
I know, but I don't see Sergio making the U.S. Open or the British Open though.
No, but
or the PGA Championship.
Hey, I'm worried about the FedEx Cup at the end of the year because I want to see some great golf at the Deutsche Bank in Norton. I want to see some great golf there. So
Well, a lot of the young guys made the cut too.
as long as I want to see Spieth, obviously. Rahm had some good shots today. He got
John Rahm was pretty hot.
Killing it.
For a rookie, he was pretty hot at the
first
Masters.
time at the Masters, and he did some pretty good doings today.
And what about Peters? Peters was pretty much of a
So I didn't bet him, but he did great. I bet Fitzpatrick, and he did all right.
Well, I didn't do so hot. I did have Matt Kuchar. I had Jason Day. Sadly, Jason Day still had a rough patch, but
He looked like he had some great starts, and then he had some terrible holes. It was bad.
I know. So let's get into Thursday more in detail. Excuse me. So like we said, it was windy. So
Terrible conditions.
Charlie Hoffman obviously had a 7-under lead. What was your prediction going through Friday, Saturday, and Sunday?
Well, first off, watching these pros out there, and they're not even attacking the hole, all right? And they want to make par and all that. Like, that's cool. You're a pro. Attack the hole and go for it. And, like, that's what you guys are getting paid for. I'm out here saying I can get a bogey on that hole, Like, I can play it safe. It was getting a little rough watching it the first round, but I guess the conditions were really bad. They looked bad, but, like, I don't know.
Well, Wednesday was like rainy, and then I think there was a tornado warning coming in. I heard rumors about that.
Well, Saturday and Sunday were beautiful days for
beautiful.
golf, and that's when the scoring happened, and that's when the leads changed, and it was great. That's when they the pros were playing top-notch golf. I loved it.
Well, it was an exciting day here in New England. It was like 60 degrees here. We had the TV going outside, the fire. Cornhole. We had some friends over and watched the Masters, and it was a good time.
Love it.
I can't say enough that it was like in the beginning. I thought I saw Sergio had a tremendous lead. What, it was a 4-stroke lead.
So did you think that Spieth was gonna pull through and actually do something with Ricky? I thought both of them today playing together would have been amazing for them both. Feed off each other's energy and keep going. But they kind of flaked.
They did flake
out of nowhere. They were doing good for a while, and then all of a sudden, they just stopped.
No, what's funny about CBS is that they covered him very closely in the beginning of the round, like the first 9 holes, and then when it comes to close to when it was Sergio and Justin, they just covered them for the rest of the round.
They didn't cover Phil too much, and even on the app, like every round, you'd figure you'd want Phil being one of the leading go-toers, to be watched all around, but no. They put on a bunch of rookies, and, I mean, they still played some great golf. There were some great shots. I love seeing the hole-in-ones. Those are always fun. Cooch did it again.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And seeing, Ricky, Sergio, Adam Scott was out there doing pretty well.
I'm getting used to Ricky's orange. I don't mind it anymore. Used to hate it. Now I kind of love it. I'll say I love it.
What is
all right, I love it.
His puke orange?
Yeah, I love it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, hey.
But Adam Scott was another one of those that I thought was going to pull through, but he ended up flaking towards the end too. He wasn't bad today.
He wasn't.
Look out for him in future tournaments. I'm saying the next major, he's in there.
But he's got to get over that jitters.
Well, how about Dustin Johnson? You think he's going to do any good?
Well,
let's
get into Dustin Johnson real quick. So Dustin Johnson, what was it? Wednesday, like after like a practice.
After the practice or whatever, the family outing. Yeah.
He fell down the stairs.
He fell down the stairs, and now he couldn't play the next day. He took some practice swings and whatnot, and
he had there was a lot of bets going on Dustin Johnson because he was like.
How would you feel?
I was very upset. I really wanted Dustin Johnson to pull through and at least play around. I know before he even teed off, he had a couple of swings and he just said, "I can't do it. I can't go out there." But everyone was pulling for Dustin Johnson because he's been on a roll lately. He was on a roll last year, and
3 straight tournaments.
He's been the GOAT of the season so far, but not anymore. He's got a back issue right now,
yeah,
and it's like Tiger Woods all over again.
I thought going into the tournament, I bet some golf. It happens. What are you gonna do? But I didn't even bet him to begin because I just had this thing. He was gonna get the jitters. You can't. It's tough. This is a tough sport to gauge because it can. If someone has a great day like Charlie Hoffman.
Well, we didn't know what kind of day he was gonna have.
Oh, I know it.
Because he didn't go out there and play.
Oh, I wish he gave it at least a hole so we could see. I mean, obviously he tried earlier and couldn't do it. That's disappointing, but we saw some great golf out there, and
it was tremendous
still
golf.
Sucks to say Sergio won, but give it to him, man. This is probably the only tournament he'll ever win, so might as well give it to him now while he's got it. You know what I'm saying?
He's got that green jacket for life.
Yeah. But he'll give it away next year. He'll give it back to Phil or someone. Watch. Mark my words, another old guy next year.
Another old guy? No.
Another old guy. It would have been a story if Spieth finished. If he won 2 out of 4,
well,
see ya.
Danny Willett had to stay for the tournament because he has to present it.
Yeah, he sucked.
He
was awful this week.
He did suck. Well, you don't hear him anymore, like you said.
No.
Like you said in the last episode, I haven't heard him since.
Nope.
So
it's one of those things. Spieth choked, and he took advantage of what he had. That was it.
So what do you think?
Right timing.
What do you think of Jason Day's situation? I know he's coming from like a long break because of family issues.
So when he teed off the first hole, it looked good. You're thinking, all right, he's going to be okay, at least shoot par. It was a tough day, like you said, a lot of people over, not too many people under. And he looked pretty rough after the first 9. It was a rough day.
It's a tough course overall. There's no other course like it. It's beautiful out there. It's like you said, like I know earlier in the day there was a glare on the TV out
Oh,
here.
yeah. Sorry about that.
It's
The
not
leaves aren't back yet.
It's not your fault.
Mother
but-
Nature.
But coming to the end, you could see how beautiful it is out there, and there's nothing like it. Hopefully someday we go there.
Oh, we're going next year, and like I said in the earlier podcast, this is the most beautiful course they play all year round. In the world, I think this is the best one. And
Yep.
I love St. Andrews in Scotland. Like, that's the one I want to play, but that's nowhere near this course.
No, and you got the sun. You don't have sun in England. Mostly it's rain
It's
and
rain
cloud.
and crappy.
But so Jason Day definitely had a rough week. Hopefully he climbs back up there. And moving forward, what do you think? It's sadly to bring this up. What do you think Sergio's rest of the season is going to be? Because you said in the last podcast, whoever wins this tournament is going up. You did say that.
I did say that.
You did say that.
And it sucks that I have to say it about Sergio, but how can you not feed off of this? That's what scares me. Who's to say that's his first win? Who's to say he can't get the Grand Slam this year? He was so. Did you see him celebrate?
Yes.
That he was very excited. He looked so pumped. That was the biggest win of his career, the biggest tournament of his career. That will now define him as obviously he's a Hall of Famer. Like, there's no doubt about it. He's always been in the top 10, top 5 of every tournament, and now he finally got it done. In the Masters, like, at his age, that's pretty good. And Justin Rose, give credit where credit's due. He's stuck in there, too. They're about the same age. They've played on the European Tour together. They know what each other's about. They show great sportsmanship throughout. Like, that was a great final group to watch today. That was fantastic.
So the next tournament, next big tournament, not a major, is the Players coming in May. Was it like Sunday? Usually on Sunday, it's Mother's Day.
Yep.
Who do you think will be strong in that tournament?
Well, I was really disappointed in Matsuyama this tournament. All right, and I don't know what happened to him. He just disappeared. So I expect him to return next tournament, and he's going to, whether it's the next major or anything, the next tournament he plays in, you'll see him near the top. But for the Players, you kind of got to go with the old guys. Am I wrong? Like,
No.
I mean, granted, they had some rookies do some good golf this year, but in this tournament,
they've been around for a while, and they know the courses. They know what to expect.
Experience is everything most of the time in these cases, and these young guys, like I said last time, they get scared. They get the butterflies, man. It happens.
The jitters.
Yeah, it happens.
The cojones, in your words.
Oh, they don't have the cojones. That's the problem. Phil has the cojones. Sergio today showed. Sorry to say it, he had the cojones today, bro. He was all about it.
So recapping on Sunday, what was the most exciting part of the tournament on today, Sunday, Green Jacket Day?
I think most people would probably say just the winning ceremony, but you got to go with like Matt Kuchar shot. You got to go with a hole-in-one. I mean, that's just a highlight of any golf tournament. If someone gets a hole-in-one, it's unbelievable. But last year, I remember during at least the par 3 challenge, a couple of people got a hole-in-one, and then during the tournament, there was 2 people, if not more, that got a hole-in-one on 16. Or that's the hole to get it on. That's when they did it, and I don't know, man. I love this tournament. It is the best.
There's no tournament like no other, and we're gonna wait another 365 days until next year.
Sucks.
It does suck, but
the players.
The exciting part is it's golf. The golf season's just started, and we're coming into golf season.
When's Tiger coming back?
I heard he's coming back in the next month. I heard on social media. You don't?
I don't.
You don't?
Did you hear Pat Perez? I said it last time. You didn't remember what I said?
Pat Perez said,
I don't think he said he's not coming back this year. See you later.
So you think it's just a rumor?
Yep.
So you
done.
predict that Tiger Woods is never coming back.
Listen, I bought the shirt from Barstool that makes Sundays great again. You can't trust it anymore.
Well, can I come
It's
back?
done.
Can I come back come back to you in a month and predict you wrong?
I mean, sure if you want, but I don't think it's happening.
You don't think it's happening at all?
Nope.
All right. So who's close? Not the next Tiger Woods. Who do you think is close to the next Tiger Woods? I think it changes every year, but do you have any other thoughts?
Jordan's the only one that won 4 majors in a year.
Yeah, but that's not a Grand Slam, though.
No, the Grand Slam is 4, right?
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Did he win 3 or 4 that year?
I thought he won 3.
All right,
I don't
then
think
he
he won
won
the
3.
I think he won the. I don't think he won the British Open, though.
No, he didn't.
So that's not a Grand Slam, though.
Nope.
So I proved you wrong there.
I won't let you say that.
All right. Okay. So so what are your predictions throughout the rest of the season?
Like I said, I don't think Tiger's playing again. I think Dustin Johnson's going to come back. I think he's going to be all right. That was a fluke.
But
A fluke.
But what?
All right.
But can I?
He's married to Paulina Gretzky.
But can I correct you again? You quoted, if whoever wins this Masters will go up. Sergio.
It's Sergio.
No.
It doesn't
Hold
matter.
on,
I
hold
don't
on,
have
hold
any
on.
faith in him
Let me
whatsoever.
talk. Let me talk. You said whoever wins this tournament is going up. Dustin Johnson withdrew. So do you think that he's going to climb back up
Listen.
after falling down the stairs and hurting his back when he can't play in a major tournament?
Dan, the last 20 years that Sergio's been on the tour, all right, he's disappointed until today. I have no faith in him whatsoever. He's gonna choke. If it was a young guy
I know we both have beef on him.
No, if it was a young guy like Spieth or McIlroy or Ricky or even Johnson, if it was one of those guys, yeah, they can take it. Sergio, I got no faith in whatsoever. He's been close, but he's never finished until today. I don't have faith in him down the road. He's done.
You think he's done?
I think this is it.
You think this is
One
it?
and done.
One and done?
See you later.
But he's a whole.
From Spain, congratulations. John Rahm is up next, buddy.
Nah.
Yeah.
All
it's
right.
happening.
USA.
John Rahm's going to win another tournament this year. Whether it's a major or not, he will win another one. Calling it right now.
All right, so I don't specifically know what the FedEx Cup rankings look like now, but
I don't right now either.
DJ was up there, Hideki Matsuyama, who both...
They both got to drop massive after this week, right? I mean, well, not so much Matsuyama. He was second, and he actually made it to Sunday, so he couldn't have dropped too far.
Yeah, early in the morning.
Yeah, it happens.
It does happen, but... So you think Sergio's going to choke?
He's done. I'm
You
telling
think
you
he's
right
done?
now, he's done for the rest of the year.
So you think Spieth or John Rahm or
It's
any
going
other...
to be Spieth, John Rahm, Ricky. I think the young guys, actually, from now on are going to win these tournaments. Phil might not have it anymore. All right, so I'm looking at it right now. Tones just brought it up for me. Thank you, Tones.
Good old Tones.
All right, so the FedEx Cup looked like Dustin Johnson is he's ahead. He's got 3 wins this year, and they were actually 3 in a row. So it's Johnson, Matsuyama, Thomas, Rahm, Hadwin. And Hadwin sucked this week.
Adam Hedwin?
Yeah, he was there. He was there all 4 days, but he sucked. No bueno.
I won't disagree on that.
All right, so your boy Ricky is in 8th place in the FedEx Cups. And he's not that far behind whatsoever.
Well, what about Rory? Rory he ended up with 1 under today.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't say about Rory, but he's got to be close to. But what's up with him, man? He can't get anything done. Well, he was this big up-and-coming player. He was great for 2013, 2014, and then after that, you really haven't seen him win anything. Well, even on the European tour.
He had rib problems just recently, so I'm sure he's just trying to get back out there.
Yeah, he also is sponsored like Tiger was sponsored. Who's to know he didn't do some roids, huh? I'm just saying.
I won't disagree with you that he could have taken some steroids.
He could have.
So
doesn't recover as quickly. Rory is 48th in the FedEx Cup, but you can't really. I don't know that. All these players that are ahead of him just had 1 more good week than him. That's it. Like, Phil's 34.
So
Phil's a top 10 player at the end of the year, every year, just about. You know that.
But he
He
has.
finishes top 10 in FedEx every year.
But isn't this his first tournament making the weekend though?
Phil's?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's his first. Yeah, it might be, but you can't count him out.
I know you can't.
He's
I
a
know you
vet.
can't.
I mean, just look at this tournament. He wasn't lined up to make this weekend, and he made it. He got it done.
Know what you did notice, but I didn't notice right away. But you said he wears black on Sundays.
Yeah, and
But he wore pink.
today was weird. So he wore black on Friday, I think, or Thursday. I forget which one. He went like black, white, navy blue, and then pink.
And you
I've
said
never seen that before,
and
ever.
you said he wears black on Sunday to be threatening.
Yeah, he usually wears black on Sundays to look more aggressive. That's the whole point. But, I mean, maybe it was because he wasn't in the running, like, very close. I don't know. It makes no sense to me, but, hey, to each their own. Like, I'd rather that than Ricky's bright orange for a second, but
But you just
I did like his pants today. Not going to hate on it.
So
His hat and his pants was sweet today. Give him one.
You don't like the full jumpsuit,
the full
orange,
jumpsuit. What are you doing, dude?
the DPW type of look.
Yeah, like, dude, you're not stopping traffic. You're on a golf course, bro.
So, all in all, not happy with the results.
Nope. Nope.
So looking positive. Who do you think is going to win the U.S. Open and the British Open? I know it's far to predict. I know it's far.
Well, U.S. Open, you got to tend to go with a U.S. American player, right? I mean, you're going to go with...
USA represent all the way.
You're going to go with Ricky, probably. Ricky and Spieth. And Justin Thomas, you can't count that kid out. He's won twice already this year.
I love Justin
You got to
Thomas.
go with Justin Thomas. I don't know what happened this week, but he's still a great player. But, again, Jon Rahm.
What about...
He's my go-to this year, Dan. I don't care what tournament we're going to talk about. Jon Rahm's going to be on my name.
What about Peters? He was...
No.
No. Why not? He was pretty up there today.
He was great at the Ryder Cup last year, but this tournament, he got up. Dude, he had the lead. He was 5 under in the first round, and then he let it go. You can't trust someone like that.
My coworker had him bet. I think he bet on him because he was just like a no name and.
Oh yeah, if he's cheap enough, go for it. But I don't know. I didn't bet him. I only won $10 anyways.
Who did you bet?
So I was told Hatton. All right, and he didn't make the weekend. So I was told Hatton, Fitzpatrick, and Henley. And Henley did all right. He made the weekend. He was like 1 under or something like that. I don't know. He didn't do great, but he made the weekend. I bet. All right, so Angel Cabrera did not make the weekend. I was disappointed. I bet him. That didn't happen. I thought he would have. He's another vet like Freddie Couples. I figured he would have made it to the weekend, but he didn't.
Do you want to know what I had?
Ooh.
So I had Jason Day, Fleetwood, Matt Kuchar, Jon Rahm, Adam Hedwin.
Oh boy.
And who? Jon Rahm, Adam Hedwin, Fleetwood. Is that 6?
I don't know.
I'm missing someone, I think. I don't know.
You didn't bet Phil? The hell's matter with you?
I know, but I do love Phil.
How do you not bet for Phil? Well, he did have a crappy day today, but
this was my. I go by statistics. He hasn't made weekends in a
long time.
In a long time, so I didn't bet him.
I'm disgusted.
You're disgusted.
I'm
with
disgusted.
Me. You're disgusted with me.
You're a lefty. You call yourself a lefty. I even bet Mike Weir, and he's a Canadian lefty that hasn't played in God knows how long.
What do you think of Paul Casey?
Yeah, he was all right.
He finished strong.
He was all right. He did it.
He did do it.
Paul Casey stuck strong. He was 4 under, I think.
Yeah. I don't know where he finished, but he was up there with like Ricky, Jordan, but they ended up with 1 under. I don't know what the hell was going on with them at the end.
Sucks.
It does suck.
The young kids, Dan, I'm telling you. They got the jitters.
They don't have the cojones.
They don't have the cojones.
Like the others.
Listen, it still sucks Sergio won. I'm going to say that every second.
Well, maybe
Sucks.
maybe next year will be even better.
Who knows?
Well, you gotta love the playoff at the end. Playoff golf
playoff golf is great.
playoff golf is always exciting.
I mean,
love
it's do or die.
playoff
Justin Rose hit a terrible tee shot. Sucks because I really wanted him to win. I'd rather him win than anyone else in that tournament, actually, because he was good friends with Arnie and they had a connection. Sergio just sucks. I hate him. I will never like him. That's why I'm saying he won't win another tournament this year. That'll be his one and done. See you later, dude.
All right, so next year, do you see him making the weekend?
Oh, we're gonna have to talk about that at the end of the year. If he's even in the top tens at the end of the year, I'd be surprised.
I mean, I would too.
I don't see him doing it, dude. Honestly.
Has he won a FedEx Cup?
No.
No.
I don't believe so.
All right, so. All right, I think this is going to be a short episode, just because
Oh yeah, well,
it's depressing.
we got to loathe on.
Yes.
Sergio winning, dude.
Sergio winning. So, so your final thoughts, overall tournament. I know you're just going to say it's disgusting to see Sergio wearing a green jacket, but just overall.
It's all right. I mean, overall, it was a great tournament to watch. I watched every second I could of it while at work. I had it on my phone, live streaming and watching Amen Corner, 15 and 16, the broadcast, featured groups, everything. And I had a blast. It was great to bet on and have some stake in who's going to win and whatnot. I never in a million years would have bet Sergio. I don't know too many people that would, considering his history. And like I said, it sucks that he won, but it's great to see someone who's been at it for so long finally get what they deserve. Like he definitely deserved today. He played the best. You can't knock it from him. He's going to get a green jacket. He's going to be in that Hall of Fame forever now. Everyone already knew his name. Now more people are going to know it, and that's about it.
All right, so I'll give you my conclusion of the whole week and weekend. So I thought it was a great week, emotional week, and a great weekend. But I didn't like seeing Sergio win.
No.
Sergio just we both have beef on him. I thought it was very emotional that at the tee off with Jack Nicklaus, Gary Player, and Arnie not being there. But
Arnie, that was sad.
It was sad and disappointing that the par 3 contest didn't happen. I rewatched last year's.
That was fun.
But I did like the toughness on Thursday and Friday. Saturday was fun. I went to Tavern in the Square with my brother. We watched some golf, had some lunch and beers.
What'd you get?
We had truffle tots and nachos.
Ooh.
I stayed away from the chicken and waffles this week.
Oh,
But I always get it. And Sunday was exciting with the people I love, you, Tones, Louise, Uncle Charlie, Auntie Di, always fun down here.
Jill, Dan, and Layla.
Jill, Dan, and Layla, always fun, just kicking it back, relaxing, having a good time, playing some cornhole, watching some golf.
Outside, loving it.
Outside, loving it. So it was overall a good week, family week. There's nothing like it.
I got to get out to the course once I can golf, man. Once I can go.
Once you can go, we'll get out there. So that's my final thoughts. Do you have another funny story of your golf experience?
No, I just really hope this year that I don't go out there before I'm supposed to and blow my knee out again. That's all.
All right.
I'm just wishing for a good wedge game, and that's about it.
How about you stay away from playing some basketball?
Yeah, no, I'll stop doing that. I'll just play golf from now on. I think that's all I can do.
All right.
I like that.
So this is the C.O.C City of the Champions podcast. Hey, Mike, do you want to come back to do the Players Tournament? I know it's not a major.
Oh, I'll do whatever you want.
All right, so we'll catch back and do a Players Edition. We know it's not a major, but it's a big tournament. It's also Mother's Day, so we'll get back to
Big tournament.
Great tournament. And so, sadly, congratulations, Sergio. You came in the strong ones. Disgusting to say. It's hurting me to say it, but congratulations. You have a smoking hot wife. And enjoy the green jacket for a year.
That's it. That's all you'll have it for, buddy.
And we'll be back here for the players, and we'll also see you next year for another C.O.C City C.O.C City of the Champions podcast Masters Edition.
Peace.
I'm your host Danny Boylax, and see you later.
Gold jacket, green jacket, who gives a shit?